Hi students, I'm Miss Boss. I am your teacher for this class. If you're in my biology class, then you'll look at the screen right here, and this is the class. This may be the class that you're in. You may also be in semester 2, and you may be in credit recovery. So right now, I'm going to show you a few things about how to get around and navigate in your classroom. Okay, so first of all, your first thing that you're going to look at is go ahead and look at your announcements. So right here in the announcements, you'll notice that there's a unit review for each of the reviews in all of the biology classes. So then in addition to that, this is going to be a changing announcement. So look here, because I will change this message on a regular basis. Do not excuse this announcement. It does have things that change within it. Again, now also right here, it talks about our normally scheduled sessions. They're actually going to be at 11 and on Mondays and Fridays for about 30 minutes. Those are just help sessions. Those are going to be to answer any questions that you have. And then on Wednesdays, we are going to start at 12 for 1 hour. We usually end before that and have questions and answers at the end. That one, if you fully participate, you're going to get to complete a lesson. And even if you are completing the lesson where if I do a skills for health lesson and you're in my biology, you still get credit for an assignment in your class. So if we do something that goes over a quiz, you'd get the amount of credits for a quiz grade. And if we do something that is worthy of a paper that they turn in, then you would be able to get a lab grade. And you do this by taking a screenshot during the session, and I'll tell you when, and then you simply submit that into your submission folder. And here is your link right here is the link that you would use, and that will always be there. It's also at the end of my email, so you can also look at that. There's other announcements down here. There's also a welcome announcement that you'll see there, and it gives you some major things that you want to know about. For instance, you're getting no materials mailed to you, and the labs are all virtual. Excuse me. So you don't need to go buy a microscope or lab materials. There are some extra labs that you can do with things around your house, but they are not required and do not have, and actually those don't even have a lab write-up with them, but I definitely would give you extra credit for it. All right, so the next thing is that right underneath that is a very important thing. Here is your schedule, your pacing guide. So when you go ahead and you begin my class, just simply put your first week date right there next to week 1, and then you just put that in there, and then you would know your schedule right away. Okay, I will be sending them to you, and I will be placing them in, I'm going to go all the way up to the top, what is called your grades tab. So right here is your grades tab, and they will show up in your grades tab where you are going to, right next to where it says pacing guide, it's going to show up right in here, and my comments to any of your assignments are going to show up here as well. So it will be able to give you a guiding tips on what you can do to improve your grade. And then the next thing that you want to know about is in your content area. This is where your book is, okay? So when you go to content, and in my biology students, there is also a book that you that is an addition to the slides, if you will, that are within this. So what they more resemble modules, but when you look in course materials, there's what is called Biology, a Reference Guide. So it's under course materials. So you'll click on content and then course materials, and then you'll look in here is Biology, a Reference Guide. That has some great information in there, and the course will actually send you over there to Biology, a Reference Guide, and you can click on that and go to specific pages that it sends you to. All right, so let's go look at a lesson real quick. So when we look, we have student resources, and you're not going to see these, but then this first highlighted area here, it says unit introduction. So that's where you're going to click. You're going to click that blue link, and you can definitely go through your student resources and see what you have available. So one thing that you have available in there are your keywords. So that's going to be important when you learn about the awesome project that can help you out. So here is the slides, or you can also call them modules. And basically, if you see these arrows up on that top right there, you will just click the next arrow and it sends you to the next slide or module. All right, so here it goes. It's thinking. My computer is processing whether it wants to go or not. And you basically read this information and you're going to keep notes on it. You'll notice that there's lesson resources up here. You definitely want to check that because there are some really great pieces of information in here. Now, again, as I said, that in the front end, there is the section where in the announcements that has the Unit 1 review. So what I would do is I would open up that Unit 1 review and go ahead and start filling it out and answering these questions as you go along. So I'll show you what that looks like. So notice that I clicked on this and it downloaded something on my bottom left-hand side. So when I open that up, and I have what is called Open Office, this is a free version of Microsoft Word, basically. You could also use Google Docs. That is also free. So when you see your teacher say that you need to enter in the, you need to give, I'm going blank. Sorry, you guys. When your teachers say that you need to turn your assignments in Microsoft Word version and you don't have Microsoft Word, you can use either two of these and you can save them as Microsoft Word. So in other words, here I say File and Save As, and then it's going to allow me to save as a Word document. Notice right down here, I can save it as a Word document. Okay, so that is something that is available, and if you can't do it with one program, then use another. Okay, so notice here these have questions. It says give 2 examples of structure related to function. So as you're learning about structure related to function, write these in here. And then basically each of the questions are going to go over something different. And it's going to help you get prepared for the test. Now, here's another great thing is that it is also something that you can turn in. So go to Tools and Assignments. This is how you turn something in. You go to Tools and Assignments to turn papers in. So basically, this is if you wrote an essay or you completed a lab in biology, this is where you're going to do that. And there also will be a unit review section in here, and you get extra credit for doing that. And basically, if you were, say, turning in the microscope lab, you would click on this link and simply come down here, and it will ask you to, and actually pictures that you need to draw. All right. So to attach that file, you're just going to say add a file like this, and then you're going to go to My Computer where you have saved it, and you click upload, and then you upload that file. So say right here, I open it, and then I'm going to submit that file. Okay, so now you have submitted it, and you can click, move over a little picture. All right, you can click done. Okay, now you look, it has one submission there, and then I have to grade it. So if you are getting close or needing to get a lot done in like your last week, text me and let me know, and so I can go in and grade those. In general, I will have your submissions graded in 3 days because I do have a lot of students. It could get to 3 days, so I apologize for that. I usually get them done within 2, but I really have changed and made that the student guide, the pacing guide, so that your last week should not be a lot of things to turn in. You will just need to, if you follow that guide, you will have no problem turning things in and allowing me to have time, like 2 days, to be able to grade your papers. So another thing I do want to show you is what we kind of looked at just a moment ago. And let me pull it up real quick. Okay, to use Google Docs, you will, on your Gmail, you'll click on this little guy here. When you click on it, it gives you some options. So for instance, I chose Docs, and so I can come over here and click on the plus sign. And so when I click on the plus sign, it brings up a new sheet, and then you can label that to whatever you would like. You can also pull up an assignment in here by going to File and then go down to Open, and you can open a file from your computer on here. So basically you'll download it from your class. So for instance, with the microscope lab, it has a piece in there that would be downloaded, and then you'll open it, you download it onto your computer, and then you'll go into download, you'll go into File, Open, go into Downloads, and put it on here. Now the cool thing with this, I wanted to show you, because some students have Microsoft Word, but they have a hard time using the drawing tool. So one thing you can do is use this in Google Docs, and you just click Insert and then Drawing, and wherever your cursor is, it's going to insert a drawing, and you can make this drawing. So here you open this up, it takes a moment, and then you hit this down arrow, and I like to use this scribble piece, and so I can just scribble, scribble, scribble right here like this, and then save and close, and now I have a big script and close. You can turn this into me by saying File, Download As, and again, there's Microsoft Word right there, but I really think the best one is PDF, and you can come back in here to your Google Drive and re-download these at any time. So if I say, oh, you work on number 2, then you can just come right back into your Google Docs and fix up number 2, and then come down and do download it as PDF and resubmit it to me, and then you can increase your grade. I'm always up for resets and retakes and go ahead and do better. So if you want to do better, then absolutely you can try. But if we're on trial number 3 and we're not doing very well, I want to see those unit reviews before you could take a unit test again. Okay? And that is all that I have. Please come to my live sessions and my help sessions if you need me. Again, my Wednesday class is wonderful to be able to complete a lesson. Bye, everybody. Hope to see you.